Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson has made his first intervention in the election campaign to accuse Jeremy Corbyn of being a security threat. And not just a mutton-headed old mugwump. After speculation that Johnson was being hidden by the Conservative Party during the campaign, Johnson used an article in Sun to claim the Labour leader had no grasp of the need for this country to be strong in the world. Johnson used a combination of blunt and characteristically idiosyncratic language to ridicule Corbyn's leadership credentials. He claimed the electorate should not be fooled by Corbyn's meandering and nonsensical questions. He went on, "They say to themselves, he may be a mutton-headed old mugwump, but he is probably harmless. It is absolutely vital for Britain's security that we have the strong, stable and decisive leadership of Theresa May." Johnson questioned how Corbyn would respond to the semi-deranged regime in North Korea, and he warned, the UK would be totally stiffed in Brexit negotiations if Corbyn was dealing with Brussels. "Where is Corbyn on any of these issues?" Johnson asked, adding, "Just when Kim Jong-un is on the verge of acquiring a really deadly nuclear weapon, Britain could be on the verge of acquiring Jeremy Corbyn as PM- a man whose brilliant idea of a nuclear deterrent is, we should send our nuclear subs to sea with no nuclear missiles aboard." Johnson said Corbyn would be disastrous on Brexit. Corbyn's approach would be a recipe for paralysis and uncertainty and for Britain to get totally stiffed in the negotiations. Johnson delivered a more measured version of his article at the Lord Mayor's banquet at the Mansion House on Wednesday night. He said, "There can be no more important task for a government than to keep people safe. And we must be prepared to do everything necessary to do so." Labour accused Johnson of using private school jeering. Responding to the claim that Corbyn was a mugwump, John Healey, Shadow Housing Secretary, said, "First of all, I had to look that up. I think this is Boris Johnson feeling left out of the election campaign. And it is the sort of look at me name calling that you would expect in an Eton playground. I don't want to sink to that sort of level." Johnson's interventions appeared designed to rebut claims. The Prime Minister wanted to reduce his exposure to the media and minimize the potential for gaffes during a tightly controlled election campaign. His role has divided Conservative MPs between those who are keen to capitalize on his ability to connect with voters and those concerned about his ability to keep on message.